What up, though, everybody? Man, we are back with another Church Nerds episode. I got the crew on. We got Norman, Heath, Gabe, Jordan. Where Pastor B go?
I was kind of like, wait a minute.
I was like, he was just on with us.
Yeah, I was saying,
I guess the rapture happened or something. I
Hey,
don't know.
when I said preacher, your time is up. I wasn't literal.
We got Andre Buver and we got a guest with us, man. My brother-in-law Josh Sylvester's on with us tonight.
King Prime. What's going on?
King Prime. Y'all need y'all want to look up his game profile, King Prime 03. Look it up. I seen him play Call of Duty. I don't think some of y'all don't want the smoke.
He plays on Atari.
Hey, yeah. You know, if you want to lose in college football, just ask Dre about how that goes.
Oof, it's getting testy.
It's getting testy. We ain't got Brandon and Darrell on. They have Illinois State duties going on, so they will not be on the show on tonight. But we want you to like, comment, and subscribe to all of our platforms, Facebook, YouTube, and all Apple Podcasts and Spotify Podcasts. Be a part of the Church Nerd congregation. Mm-hmm. Be a certified church nerd. We are so happy to have everybody on. We got to talk about this. It's been a week. One, we couldn't talk about because we was in convention, but since it's been a week, we could definitely talk about this. But first, we got some church announcements. First things first, SummerSlam happened yesterday. To all the wrestling fans, it was a really good show. I thoroughly enjoyed myself. We had some title changes, and some people kept their titles. Okay, Damian Priest lost to Gunther. Cody Rhodes retained his championship from Solo Sikoa.
Wait, to all the people who live under a rock, Jay, can you tell us what SummerSlam is?
Yeah, speak English.
Speak English.
Not everybody.
If you don't know what SummerSlam is, you should just ask. Don't try to put it on.
I'm trying to do the audience a favor because some people are like, "What is SummerSlam?"
I know what Summer Jam is, not SummerSlam.
So all right, for the people that don't know what SummerSlam is the second biggest pay-per-view for WWE, which is wrestling, other than WrestleMania. Okay, so they had SummerSlam. It was in Cleveland, Ohio yesterday. All right, and it's one of their biggest pay-per-views, and it was a really good show. Continuing on from WrestleMania, because everybody watched WrestleMania. You know, I think some of us got on here and they said we ain't watched wrestling in so long. You watched WrestleMania that time. SummerSlam was yesterday. It was a good show. If you know who Roman Reigns is, he's the big dog of WWE, and he returned last night for the first time since WrestleMania, since losing this title. But overall, if you have any wrestling fans, it was a great show.
Who all watched SummerSlam last night on here?
I did, but it wasn't SummerSlam y'all talking about.
See, you trying to embarrass us, Gabe? Something, man? What's going on, man?
No, I was This is obviously a big deal, from what I'm hearing from Jay. So I'm just wondering.
Hey, this is hey,
me. I was like,
y'all, this is Church Nerd Prestige 3. When you prestige the third time in Church Nerd.
This is the great thing about the Church Nerd. You have some people that watch wrestling, some people that don't. The two others that watch wrestling aren't on here tonight. So I guess it's just me and Norm. My brother-in-law checks out once in a while, but I don't think he watched it last night.
They claim they had an Illinois State service.
They claim?
Well, they did. I mean, they were doing a pastoral installation
why
of.
Why does this have to be a claim? Why can't this actually have been at a service?
Right.
Something every Sunday.
Y'all have to understand, Illinois State has a service every single week. They have like 37 million churches, so they have to have a council service once every 3 months.
I just hope somebody gets saved tonight.
I feel like it's more often than that, actually. I feel like there's
I think they're very active because they have the main councils, then they have the youth council. So it's like they pretty much once every other month.
We get it, but they got to expedite.
But there was a lot of stuff that was going on.
Train up past 30 minutes. Make sure that preacher get down, sit down after 30 or boom.
Oh my goodness, y'all done ran Jay away, yeah.
I was gonna say, why am I talking about right there?
Stop, Dre.
I don't know what happened. My thing is, I don't know why it's going in and out, but hopefully,
the hands of she has the answer. Our good friend Sister Delphine has the answer. Every 3
week, 3
services.
Whoa!
That's diabolical.
That's wild, Auntie.
I know
That's
Auntie
crazy.
at home. Auntie at home though.
I'm
that count?
screaming.
She's
Next,
okay.
we have that happened this week. We got the Olympics that are going on, and
Vacation.
United States have been doing really well. If you haven't been watching track and field, some of our athletes have been bringing home the gold and the silver. Shout out to Noah Lyles, who just won gold. It was a phenomenal race. Came very close because him and the Jamaican runner both ran the same exact time.
Did Jamaican runner have a name?
No, they
Bro,
didn't.
they-
It was
Jamaican
it was a fifth of a second difference.
No.
Fifth of a second,
5,000ths of a
Oh.
second.
5,000ths of a second. That's how close. It
I
was.
hated math, so I don't get it.
No, it's
I hate
crazy.
man.
But can we
Hey,
also
and I want to
say,
give a
man.
quick shout out. I want to give a quick shout out to a friend of mine growing up. Her name is Elena Olsen. She was at the Olympics playing in rugby. They actually won the bronze.
They did.
Yeah.
So,
Shout out to them. First
Shout out
time
to
I think in
them.
like 65 years or so.
They didn't show that. I didn't see that one.
It was on there. If you have Peacock, they literally stream every sporting event.
Yeah.
It's hard
So-
for you to miss anything.
So rugby is an Olympic sport.
Good
Yeah.
for her, man.
Yeah.
It has been. It's been.
I mean,
Never
legit.
know that.
Did you not see the shooting competition? Nobody ever knew.
Oh,
that
wait, with my man who just straight up pulled the trigger and shot things.
Yeah.
Dude, that was amazing.
He's legit.
He is legit because he had another shooting competition
They
about
made it.
7 years ago, and he
Mhm.
was killing it too.
They made an anime about him.
I mean, everybody got
Hey.
these special glasses. He just stood up there and just
Yeah.
pointed and shot.
Can we also give credit to Simone Biles?
Yes,
Her domination of the sport gymnastics, because she
Listen,
is
she is the GOAT.
Hey, let
Kill
me
it.
tell you something. She wouldn't be here if it wasn't for Gabby Davis.
That's true. We gotta get credit.
Gabby,
to
oh
Gabby.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's the only reason
Frauds,
she
so
she
she go on.
dominating. That's the only reason.
That's true.
dominates, 'cause
But
Gabby
also, but here's the crazy thing. Like you guys just talking
No,
about
I'm just
shooting,
playing.
the Olympics gives a chance
We
to you
love
to
you,
check out
Bobby.
a sport that you never would have thought about. And all these athletes are killing. You know, I'm not even gonna lie. I don't know how table tennis is an Olympic sport, but the way they be moving back,
Bro,
back and forth
I
on
don't
table
I
tennis,
don't know. I was trying to fathom. I was trying to do calculations like what?
It's a
What
skill,
in the
man.
Pythagorean theorem?
not only singles, Dre, you got doubles too. Then when
I
you on
know,
a team,
bro.
it's
Crazy, man.
I'll be
it's
running
crazy.
into my partner the whole time, like look,
All the
move out
time.
the way.
Right. Hey, y'all know
shout out to
pickleball
Katie
next.
Ledecky for swimming. Also, she became she got the most gold medals for a female swimmer in history.
Awesome.
So she's killing it. USA basketball, they're doing very well. They're getting ready for the tournament.
Yes.
To get to go to the gold.
You talking about the
Um,
in-season tournament?
Man, if you don't stop,
Not the in-season tournament, right?
if you don't stop. Hey, shout out to our men's USA basketball team. They are killing it. I know we were in a group chat, I think yesterday when they were playing Puerto Rico, and I remember a couple of our brothers was kind of worried at the end. But listen, I mean, I feel like I'm prophetic. I told them, I'm like, give it by the halftime.
Come on, Prophet.
Or Prophet
You're
James,
gonna
okay.
see that swell a little bit. And what happened?
Maybe you should team up with Prophet Karn.
Are we saying names? Are we saying names on this internet?
We alive.
My Lord,
We're alive.
I can't.
Folks.
Next subject, please.
But shout out, no, for sure. Shout out to our athletes. Y'all are doing a phenomenal job representing the United States of
Shout
America.
out to our pastors and our Reformation and our prophets. And
Bring home the
Great.
gold. Bring home the gold.
Great time.
Also, our friend and brother Deacon Walls, who's a big fan, part of the church and the congregation, he said, shout out to boxing. Terrence Crawford, who is from Omaha, Nebraska, won the title on Saturday.
4 divisions. He's won
Four divisions? Josh, can you explain what divisions he's won in?
So they got all these different weight classes. Essentially, he won 4 different weight classes. He's the champion of 4 different.
I heard that, Gabe.
So the next person he's trying to fight is Canelo Alvarez, but that's at a different weight class. But he's 41-0 in his career.
41-0.
And this is his first time. That was his first time in 8 years going all the way to the 12th round to end the decision. Otherwise, he's been knocking people out back and forth. So I can't wait, because the fight I really want to see though is Tank Davis and Errol Spence or Tank Davis and Crawford,
Mm-hmm.
boy, it's gonna be some real fighting in that ring.
So I mean, to turn to our prophet, Gabriel Jordan. How do you see this all wrapping up?
Don't make
the fight.
Over all of this.
Don't make the same mistake. Don't make the same mistake.
You better make sure it's accurate. You better make sure it's accurate.
He lost me thousands of dollars.
Because we live. We are live.
You know, I mean, I just want to know. Man,
No, but I want to see. I agree with Josh. I really want to see Tank versus Terrence Crawford. Mm-hmm. The thing I don't like about boxing nowadays, right, is that I feel like they're all avoiding each other a lot.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah, a lot. Like I feel like the Ryan Garcia fight and the Tank fight was probably the first fights in a long time where we're like, okay, they're not like some of our big hitters aren't avoiding each other like that. You know what I mean? Like, it's great to be a champion in all these different weight classes and stuff like that. But we want to, it's kind of almost like the Floyd Mayweather and Pacquiao fight. You know what I mean? Like for a long time, I don't want to say they were avoiding each other, but by the time they fought, like they were all old and one.
So the alternative is they just run in like Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 and hit each other dead in the face.
Well, yeah, I think that's what boxing is, right?
Yeah. No, I'm just saying, you saying they're avoiding each other too much. So the alternative would be to like ding ding, and they start just swinging and hitting each other in the face.
Yeah,
I mean, I would like that, but I just don't like when fighters are avoiding each other. Like we want to see the best fight each other. We don't want to see you fight.
Okay.
So,
wait.
He's not wrong, because the biggest thing right now, if you talk to any boxer, for them, it's about how much money they're gonna bring in. Like if they're not getting a big enough bag, I ain't about to fight you, no matter who you are. Because for them, it's like I need to be prime time. I need to be in Vegas. I need to make sure that I'm walking out here with at least $100 million for me to come in and fight, no matter who it is.
So who are three of our top fighters right now?
Muhammad Ali,
Ryan Garcia.
I'm talking about right now.
Right now,
I know he said Muhammad Ali. No, Errol Spence, Tank
Ryan
Davis,
Garcia,
Crawford. Ryan Garcia is not a top fighter.
And
Canelo Alvarez.
He a child of God, man. Put some respect on his name.
Wait, you said
Brian Evans is a fighter.
Canelo, Josh?
Canelo is one of the tops right now.
Oh, Brian Evans
is he not the top though? I think he's the best. Oh God. Who's better than Canelo?
Brian Evans.
Who?
Brian Evans.
Brian Evans. He just put his name in.
Brian Evans got hands.
To see that.
He got
Brian Evans. He comes from the mean street of Milwaukee.
That's right, man. He be out there fighting on
like by way of Detroit. So don't let him fool you now.
That's right.
I feel like Brian got hands for him.
I saw Brian and Joe Henry get into a fight once. It was amazing.
No, you did not.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
Yeah, they were fighting on broken glass with no shoes on.
Jesus.
Wow.
I've always wanted to see a preacher preach battle.
This conversation is going.
Hey. That's a great topic. Let's talk about preachers who we think got hands.
Lord,
hey,
let me tell you something. I know TD Jakes got hands.
I got my money on.
I know.
You know who I know seriously got hands? And then honestly, Troy Dockery.
Oh, absolutely.
Oh yeah,
he got.
Oh
hands.
yeah.
You talking about Bishop or
Bishop
Troy Dockery? Yes.
Troy Dockery.
Well, he kind of has a boxing last name.
I mean, I love his message, but I'm not sure if the right situation comes, he's gonna take you down.
I believe it.
Yeah, he don't need security. He's security all by himself.
He said I'm security all by myself.
I'm sorry, Bishop.
We gotta bring back. You know how we had celebrity death match? This time it gotta be a celebrity preacher death match.
That's right. You know what's got hands? James Sears.
Sounds so heretical.
Oh, Sears.
I ain't gonna hear Sears.
He from Memphis, man.
He's from Memphis. He got gold teeth, man. Did you know that?
Oh yeah.
Why is this conversation not over? What is that?
Screaming. I'm screaming. But last thing before we get into our topic. The most wonderful time of the year is among us, and I'm not talking about this. Football season is almost here. The greatest time. So all the wives, girlfriends, whoever, we apologize.
of the year.
We apologize to all the spouses, all the wives out there. But football season, and just know your husband will be glued after service on Sunday.
Jay, why you apologizing?
Don't apologize for
I'm
me.
about to say, I'm not apologizing.
Yeah, we didn't work all summer, man. We didn't work hard for this time.
Absolutely.
We done went on multiple
spending
dates.
time with the wives as much as you
We
could.
done been on multiple trips.
Multiple.
We didn't wine and dine.
Yep.
Shopped.
Spent all our money.
Yep.
We didn't watch
Every
the
bit of it.
kids. It's time.
Hold on. Did y'all see? I was about to say, Deacon Walls.
Okay.
No.
Deacon Walls, I'm
no.
sorry. The Cowboys is the song that never ends. They do the same thing every year.
He had that cowboy hoodie on in Dallas.
He
and
did.
It was a vexation of my spirit.
I'm not gonna lie.
There's
Deacon
somebody
Walls
with a hoodie on?
kind of look like Prescott a little bit. Just slightly.
What?
You might want to check the family tree. They might be related. Get some of that money. Get some of that money, Deacon.
How is Dak Prescott doing now? Is he like? I feel like
he legit. His team is
okay. Because I feel like the reception is always up and down with him.
It ain't Dak Prescott. It's Jerry
Whoa.
There you go.
We got a challenge on here. Y'all see Auntie Delphine?
That's
She's a 49ers fan. That's going to be a rematch. Auntie got Detroit for the
I ain't
Niners.
worried about them. I ain't worried about
49ers.
them. They're about to get rid of their best receiver. The other receiver injury.
I don't think they're going to have time to watch football if they going to have 3 services a week.
She in Cali.
Yeah,
I agree, Rasan. I agree. But still, I'm no.
They do need to pay seat. Yeah, they got to pay seat.
But you know, Deacon Walls, as soon as they pay, this is what I'm scared of with St. Brown. As soon as they get that big contract, they start declining for some reason.
I don't think that's gonna happen.
That's true sometimes, not all the time.
Not Detroit.
Most of the time.
JJ from the Vikings. He ain't go backwards.
I mean, he gets 80% of the snaps. He better catch something.
I agree with Dre. I feel like just overall, more money makes you just a little bit more
lazier,
comfortable.
Is that position related?
No, that's mentally related because you're working towards a franchise tag, right? That's what most players are doing.
Yeah.
So once they get that franchise tag, then boom.
Yeah, the hunger between somebody who has the money and somebody who doesn't.
A lot different. 9
times out of 10 is drastically different.
So I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna give y'all a gem for whoever plays fantasy football. Do not pick up St. Brown. Pick up Jameson.
I'm picking up both of them.
Don't worry about me. Anywho, I share your grief with the Packers. You know.
No, watch out for the Packers, man.
But I feel like I got a feeling that something great is going to happen this year.
Love is he ready. He ready.
You know what? I think Pastor B agrees to that because the Cowboys were the favorites to win in that playoff game versus Green Bay. And what happened? A man by the name of Jordan Love.
Man.
First year starter.
What you going to do with them Packers?
I'm telling you, his
shout out to Aaron Rodgers. I heard he's coming back this year.
Just ain't about to do anything.
Man, I ain't worried about that.
Yeah, sure.
Don't worry about them. He old.
Tell him to go host Jeopardy.
Jeopardy.
Nobody cares.
But no, it's going to be a good season. A lot of trades, a lot of improvements to a lot of teams. So this NFL season is going to be good. But, you know, the first, you know, college is what kicks it off. So I'm excited for college football. I can't wait for that. College football is going to be good.
To the victors.
Go Spartans.
Go State.
Yeah.
Wow. Oh no,
y'all sound depressed.
Oh, Josh, you are a Michigan State fan. I forgot.
Yeah.
That's why I like Josh.
Unfortunately, he is.
He's
very
unfortunate. Go green, go white.
Very
go green, go white.
H-I-O.
You can go. You can go.
Wait. You can't come to Ohio. Nah, bro.
Right,
here's the thing about Ohio.
I don't care.
Yourself, Jay.
No bad.
I don't care.
Here's the
up and home people furniture.
Did you, bro? What Brian say? Go Wisconsin.
Here's the thing about Ohio. Ohio is ranked the number 2 team right now in preseason rankings. I'm gonna tell you by game 7, they're gonna drop drastically.
By game 7,
and then they're gonna lose to Michigan for the 5th Fourth.
No,
time straight?
fourth time.
Look, you calling it. See that reverse psychology?
Lord have mercy.
I can't stand Dre, but hey, Dre, this time since I'm here in Michigan, when that game come on, we gotta link up so we can all watch it together.
Look, man, if Trump get in office, we going to the game.
Lord have mercy. And next conversation, please.
Hey, Dre, you said we'll be able to afford it?
Exactly.
Oh, hey, he ain't lying either. I'm just gonna say that. But for real, no, we excited for football season. Deacon Walls is right. Big Ten got like a bunch of teams now, but still, it's gonna be a good season. So we're very excited. We're excited for that. But let's get ready to talk about our subject tonight.
Yes.
A lot of us didn't see this movie because it was during Holy Convocation, well, except for Gabe, because Gabe wasn't at Holy Convocation, so he probably wouldn't
again. Hey, I was a virtual.
That's right.
Virtual.
Yes, Gabe was studying his
only night services though.
He was doing his prophecy with Master Prophet E. Bernard Jordan.
E. Bernard.
Master Prophet.
Larry Word.
So we gotta talk about this film. That is the only Marvel film that is dropping this year. The Merc with the Mouth has a brand. This is number 3. Deadpool and Wolverine. Deadpool and Wolverine dropped. It opened up to big box office numbers. This how big it was. The opening weekend was more than the entire run of the Marvels. So that should
that sounds about right.
Didn't they just cross like what? Was it 50 billion, 30 billion?
Yeah, I think it opened up to like 240 something mil in the United States and like 43 something in foreign.
Yeah, I'm talking about the MCU though overall.
Oh, the MCU?
He like over 30 billion.
80 billion. 80 billion.
Yeah, 80 billion, yeah.
That's crazy.
They gained $80 billion from the Marvel movie starting back in what, 2008? That's when Iron Man came out?
Yep.
Crazy.
So for those that don't know who Deadpool is, his nickname is the Merc with the Mouth. He is part of the X-Men universe. He is a deadly mercenary who can't die pretty much. And he's R-rated. Just want to put that out. He's very R-rated, okay? But if you know if you know the source material, you know that Deadpool and Wolverine are literally is like a crazy buddy cop type of relationship. All right, Wolverine can't stand Deadpool. Deadpool gets a kick out of mess with Wolverine. So it's pretty much that. All right. So, but this is the first time that they are crossing paths on screen, and then Wolverine is finally into the MCU. But that's a whole different topic. We can get to all that different Fox and stuff like that. That's a topic by itself. So this movie, definitely R-rated. Do not bring your children. I don't know if y'all saw this clip of a mother saying that she was shocked that when she brought her kids to see Deadpool and Wolverine, that she could not believe that how vulgar it was. So everybody in the comments was like, "Why would you bring your children to see a Deadpool movie?" But
well,
they put it out there in advance. They told everybody this movie.
Do not bring your children. That's exactly what they said.
Well, if y'all seen the first 2 Deadpool movies, that should speak in and of itself.
Well, I'm sure she's not a regular because I even had a coworker and we were talking about going to see Deadpool and Wolverine just as a group. And one of my coworkers was talking about bringing their kids, and I could tell he was not familiar, with the franchise or just with the character at all. Because not even just movies, but even in the comic books, he was pretty potty mouthed. You know what I mean?
No, they ain't no pretty. He is.
Yeah, So I think if you're a regular and these superheroes,
it was a small.
Then you would know.
They brought the baby to the movie.
They brought the baby Deacon Walls to.
I'm not gonna lie. I thought about bringing Bella, but
oh my god,
don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't expose her like that. She ain't ready.
She would have had her headphones on. She probably would have been.
But Deadpool and Wolverine, man, overall, I think it was a good film. Definitely in the right direction of the MCU is supposed to be going. lot of good cameos.
A great film.
Lot of good cameos. I don't know if y'all not a part of our group chat. Pastor B feels different about this movie.
I don't think he's the only one. I don't think he's the only one.
Yeah, got all kind of prophecy today, boy. I tell you, this prophecy is amazing.
Hey, I did, Norm.
So wait. So let's talk about this. Let's talk about this.
He's not the only one, y'all.
He's not the only one. Go ahead, change your name to prophecy.
Gabe, do you do this too? You do that? You do that too?
Every once in a while. It depends on what level of stage I'm in.
The quickening.
So
this is level 1.
That's level
this
1.
Is level 2.
Oh Lord!
I'm level 3 and 4. So
when you reach the master level, you can just go like that, and the whole crowd will fall out.
Ain't that the Benny Hinn level?
That's Benny Hinn level.
You gotta grab the jacket. You gotta grab the jacket and you gotta
master tier.
Toss the jacket. You gotta throw the jacket down.
Check out the whole congregation.
That's when the
anointing
is really hitting you.
So let's unpack this movie, man. Let's unpack this.
Wow.
First question: what did y'all think overall of Deadpool and Wolverine? We're gonna start with Gabe since he definitely loved the movie. So look, Gabe, what did you think of Deadpool and Wolverine?
I thought it was the
5 minutes, Gabe.
Out so far this year.
5 minutes.
2 minutes.
I'll get it in a minute. Give me a minute 50.
Okay, that means you're gonna take an hour.
Who got a timer?
A minute 50. You better hurry up and let the timer off. Because I started to click. But
let me put on my timer.
Deadpool and Wolverine was a great movie. And in my opinion, it's the best movie to come out so far this year. Straight up. To be honest, it checked all the boxes for me. It checked comedy. Ryan Reynolds is a comedian. Like he all right. Thank you, Norm, for reminding me. Thank you, Norm. Ryan Reynolds is just such a beast. I mean, his comedic timing in every movie he's in. Like he's one of the only people who plays Ryan Reynolds in every movie.
Yeah.
And legit, he was born to play Deadpool.
Yeah.
His comedic timing, the action was on par. Him and Hugh Jackman's chemistry is undeniable. Like the whole buddy cop theme. Like it, to me, the movie was just all around great. The cameos were like just extra toppings, hot sauce. You know what I mean? Like it was just awesome. When Blade came on the scene, when Elektra came on the scene, when Channing Tatum as Uno Man came on the scene.
His name's Andrew.
Don't do not disrespect Andrew like that.
You know what I mean? I just think the movie was all around just great from top to finish. I mean, it checked everything. There wasn't really any dead spots. It was just an all around good time the whole way through.
It pretty much hit like 0 to 60 right from the get-go. Like from the opening scene, it hit it right from the top. That opening scene, first of all, of him going to the grave of where Logan and pulling his skeleton,
desecrating his remains.
Gabe, what is your rating?
Out of 10? What would you rate it?
I rank the movie a 9 out of 10.
Good for you.
Ooh.
I rated a 9 out of 10.
Huh?
A 9.
Wow, that's pretty big.
That's huge.
That's hilarious.
That is huge. That's it. Josh, what you think, man? What you think of the movie?
All right, so don't judge me, right? So like y'all said, the movie came out while we was at National, we was all working. I still haven't seen the movie yet. I've been so busy trying to come back things in order.
That's fair. Go to the next person. That's fair.
Yeah,
next person.
So I have
let's do like his wallpaper and keep the train moving. Let's go.
Well, I do want to say this one thing because somebody commented and said that Dune 2 was the best movie this year. That was probably, to me, that's probably one of the most boring movies I've seen. The whole movie franchise.
Yeah, we gotta stay on topic. Next person.
Wow. Wow. Andre, go ahead, Andre.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Brian, shut up.
Okay.
In the words of Ariana Grande, thank you. Next.
Yes, sir. I'm officially shutting up.
So Deadpool versus Wolverine, the good thing about that movie was the cameos. Chemistry between Ryan Reynolds. Ryan Reynolds played Deadpool.
Yes.
Logan played Logan.
Yes.
The Void was a pretty interesting place. I guess it's where all the trash goes. That's not needed for the TV. I give it about a 6.
My God.
Cool. It was a cool movie. I just
My God.
I don't know. I didn't I guess I expected something and I didn't get.
And what did you expect, Dre?
I was about to ask that. What did you expect?
I don't want to say too much because I want to respect Josh. He hasn't seen.
Oh no! It's been a week. It's been a week.
No, I'm gonna see it anyway. I'm gonna see it anyway. It's all right.
I guess I expected it to be more revealing of where the MCU was going. However, it was more of a okay, this is the trash. We're going to revive the trash. I would love to see those actors in those movies again, and I would love to see Gambit, but that's far-fetched, of course. So it's like promising something that's probably not going to happen. It's just getting my hopes high for something that's probably never going to happen. We're probably never going to get Elektra. Of course, there'll never be another Wesley Snipes. They keep pushing Blade back. If there even going to be a Blade, we still don't know that. You know, and then X-23. I'm not sure where she fits in at all.
Right.
She was just there, I guess, to pay homage to Logan sacrificing himself for her and her friends.
And to Professor X. And so.
Yeah, and then who knew? I knew in the comic that Xavier had a twin sister. However, like
that introduction was just like, oh, okay.
Yeah, like, okay, cool. So she was trash too. Did y'all scrap her? Because I would have loved to see that movie. Like, it was just like, yeah, okay, all right, Marvel, we get it. But
can I ask a question?
Wait a minute. I do agree with Gabe though. The chemistry between Ryan Reynolds and Logan was phenomenal. I would love to see them in a movie apart from all of the rigmarole that they had surrounding them.
The rigmarole.
But I'm good. I give it a 6 out of 9, a 6.5. I'm gonna say a 6.5 on behalf of my wife because she liked the movie a lot. So. Yeah,
half point.
America.
That's a marital point.
America, keep in mind, this is the same man who thought Morbius should have won an Oscar.
Here we go. I should
Hold on.
That is a masterpiece. And you give this a 6 out of 10.
Wait. I'm sorry. What'd you rate Morbius?
Hold on. Wait a minute. Hold on. What I'm gonna say is, I didn't say I thought Morbius should have got an Oscar. I said Morbius should have got way more respect than you gave it. Because you said it was a terrible movie.
It was.
It was not. It was a Morbius movie.
For you to think Morbius was a great movie and then give Deadpool and Wolverine a 6 out of 10.
Okay, when you go see Godzilla, what do you expect? Godzilla to be Godzilla, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went into Morbius expecting Morbius to be Morbius.
We do not condone piracy. Does not condone piracy.
When you go back and watch Morbius, notice that there's no blood in that movie.
Yeah.
Okay, it's
clean.
What are you talking about?
I'm expecting Morbius to be Morbius. I'm expecting a
come on, you gotta kick it. You gotta kick. You can't just go straight Deadpool. You gotta ease your. Plus, it's still Sony. Like, come on. You don't see blood in Venom, do you?
No.
You see Venom.
All I'm saying is I respect Deadpool because even though they entered the MCU, the thing I love most is that they stayed true to who Deadpool is. Don't make Deadpool a PG-13 movie. We want to see blood.
I agree with you on that.
Let them cuss.
I love the fight.
That would be Assistant Pastor Gabe.
I didn't say I condone it.
No. You just let them cuss.
That's
right up there with I like women. Okay, we're gonna add that.
Salvation is individual. I'm glad he does. Amen.
But Gabe, you overhype a lot of movies.
I think so.
Wait, so
I think it's my turn.
Yeah, go ahead, Pastor.
Pastor B, go ahead.
I agree with everybody.
Wait, what?
With a few anecdotes. Number one.
I'm done, man.
It was so
Hey, that was good.
I agree with
that
mine
was
too.
good.
Thank you.
I can't. I look. I can't.
So first
I
of all,
can't even
I
say
agree
nothing
that
about
I can't believe that Dre is over here trying to make Morbius a great movie. That's just we're just gonna leave that alone. But anyway, let's talk about where I do agree with Dre.
What you agree with?
6.5 is too many points.
Wow. Jeez.
Hey.
Woo. It's hot.
I thought the movie got a decent 5.
A decent 5? Wow.
This is
Half a
why.
pie.
Number one, I agree with Gabe. Ryan Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, that duo, phenomenal. Some of the fight scenes, great. I thought the way they put that kind of, them going back and forth, that was great. That could have been the movie. Everything else that happened in that movie made no sense. There was no story. It was like, why are we going back and forth from these two duking it out? All of a sudden we in this void. Now we out of the void. Now we back. Now what's happening at the end? She trying to take over with her powers and trying to kill these time loops. It felt like they were trying to overcompensate for not being able to really explain this whole time variant TVA thing anymore. And so they're just kind of threw a whole bunch of stuff in a movie to see what sticks. And it made no sense. It was the most frustrating movie to watch because it was like, where's the story here? What are we trying to say? By the end, I was just like, well, can they just put one more fighting scene with Deadpool and Wolverine? Then I'll be good. But I mean, it's like, there was no story. Can anybody tell me what the story was? Because I'm still lost. What was the story?
The story in Deadpool and Wolverine. It was a very underlying story of self-discovery.
Oh, okay.
That's what
anyway, so
I mean,
that's
what the story was. That's the story.
I'm not gonna lie. They should have used the ancient one instead of Xavier's twin sister.
X.
No. I'm saying as the one who was trying to, destroy the secret timeline or whatever.
I love the cameos. I love Blaze showing up. That was probably the best part of the movie for me. It was like
he had on a Tyler Perry fro.
He did. But it was like, what are we gonna do? Like, okay, after you did all these cameos, then they go and I felt like their fight scenes was subpar. That whole Void fight scene.
Are you serious?
Like, why are we doing this?
When they pulled up
in the middle of Deadpool and Wolverine, like, where is this? I was looking for a storyline that made this whole Deadpool and Wolverine duo make sense, but instead I got a whole lot of confusion thrown into the movie.
So Deadpool,
it was just weird to me. I give it a 5.
First of all, us trying to make sense of a Deadpool movie, like it's supposed to be a.
It should at least have a story. If you're gonna be a writer of a movie, at least give me a story. Give me something I can follow.
Very wet humor.
The humor was great. Like Norm said, the underlining tone of self-discovery, I feel like was pretty evident. And this movie was a movie that is one of the worst actors.
I don't think he's the worst. I don't think he's one of the worst actors.
All right, Jordan.
Yeah, hold on.
I don't think he's
not all his movies are terrible.
And I feel like without the two of them in the movie, of course, they were the Deadpool and Wolverine. So I would hope this would be true. But without the two of them in the movie, I know it's okay. I still love my mom, but the movie was not great.
Okay, so can I give my opinion now? Is it time for me, Jay?
Yeah,
go my opinion.
Go ahead, Norm. Absolutely.
Okay. So,
by the way, Norm watched this on TikTok.
I did watch it on TikTok. Yes, I did.
Wait, what?
The church nurse does not condone piracy.
It's not piracy. It's on TikTok.
It's public.
Right.
That's true.
Someone pirated that movie to put it on TikTok because it's not public. I didn't say you were a pirate, but it was there, so we don't condone whoever pirated it. So
if I walk down the street and I see money on the sidewalk, I'm gonna pick it up. I'm not gonna care where the money came from.
I don't know. I don't know about that one, Norm.
The Church Nerds podcast does not condone piracy. We are not saying that
we do not condone piracy. However, if I happen to go on TikTok and I watch the movie, I save myself a lot of money.
We do not know Robin Hood.
You're not a pirate, but whoever put it there is a pirate. Please continue.
Okay.
We do not know Robin Hood.
Okay, so so I would say this. I would agree. The movie, I wouldn't give it a 5. But I will give it maybe a 6.5.
Oh my God!
But hear me out though. Hear me out.
Can you just say 6 for my benefit?
Okay, for Pastor B, I give it a 6
because he gave it a half for his wife, and I don't know if you need to give it a half. For your wife.
So here's why I say this, and this is my opinion. Okay, I say it because if you look back, Deadpool 1 did have a coherent story. You could follow it from A. Calm down. Sit back on the couch.
You I missed it. You said what?
The Deadpool 1, the first Deadpool, it had a story.
Yeah, it did.
You could follow the story of Ryan Reynolds' character being tricked by my man Francis into becoming a mutant, and then he had to get his revenge on it. It had a coherent story.
Absolutely.
Deadpool 2 was him getting revenge on the fact that his girlfriend got killed.
Absolutely.
It was a coherent story.
Absolutely.
Deadpool 3 was a mashup of cameos and the multiverse. That's what it was. If we're going to be honest,
limiting this story to that is
let me finish, Prophet.
Huh?
it was shepherd's pie.
Okay, so it was a lot of good things put together, but the story itself really wasn't there. It wasn't. You had to know you have to get the beginning where he had got his family, but he lost Vanessa. Then by the time he got to the end, it was the redemption of Wolverine. That was kind of the mashup of the story.
He was trying to save his universe.
Wait,
so
it doesn't get much clearer than that.
He was trying. Okay.
He was trying to save his universe.
He
believed Logan was the only one. Yes, because his universe was going to get destroyed. Remember? And they played on because
yes, I'm not debating all that, but all of that was in a mashup of if you took all the cameos out, if you took Gambit out, Blade out, you took all this wonderful stuff everybody's lauding and jumping up and down for.
It was still a good movie.
No, it was not.
No, it was not.
No, it was not a good. It was a movie. It was decent. It
was a decent movie.
First of all, it's a Deadpool movie. And it checked every box that we expect from Deadpool.
Okay,
the action was A1.
Prophet,
the comedy was A1.
Sir, would you watch this again in a year?
Absolutely. I'll watch it twice.
I will never watch that movie again.
Can I ask a question? Because I got 3.
This is a one-hit wonder for me. But yes, sir.
Go ahead, Josh.
3 out of you 5 all said that you give it a 6, 5 to 6. Right. So my question for Gabe, because you gave it a 9, right, which is super high.
Yeah.
What Marvel movies do you declare to be better than Deadpool and Wolverine that you're?
I want to know that too. No, actually, the wrong question. Wrong question, Josh. The better question is, what Marvel movies do you feel like aren't to par with Deadpool and Wolverine, since it's so great?
Yeah, because that's a high rate.
We do know how many movies are in the MCU, right? So you guys want me to go down the line?
No, we just want you to give us a comparison.
Yeah, if you give us
so we can understand your weighting scale, because your weighting scale is not on the curve.
So first, I'll give you the movies that I believe are better than Deadpool and Wolverine. Endgame.
So that would be what, 10?
Which one?
Yeah, I thought Endgame and Infinity War to me was a 10 out of 10.
Okay.
To me. Captain America, Winter Soldier.
Okay.
I agree.
Okay.
All right.
Those are 10 out of 10. And you thought this Deadpool movie was on par with Endgame, Winter Soldier?
Because first of all, for one, I have to be fair. I have to be fair to Deadpool.
I have to be fair to
Deadpool. I have to be fair to Deadpool. And alter my expectations because Deadpool, the character itself,
he's gonna come and get you if you ain't fair to him. So yeah.
Okay. Well, Deadpool, the character itself, we have to remember is almost a throwaway character. He wasn't supposed to have 3 movies. So I have to take in consideration of that. And I also have to take in consideration that when you go to see a Deadpool movie, you're not necessarily going to see a story that fits in the overall universe like that. When you go to see Deadpool,
why is that?
You said what?
How come? Why not?
Because the expectations from Deadpool from the beginning was to the ground. Like
our great fearless leader Norman Heath just walked us through the storylines of Deadpool 1, Deadpool 2. Walked us through
but what were the expectations? But what were the expectations though?
That we'd have
it was reflected in the budget. They didn't care. It exceeded expectations. So that's all.
It exceeded your expectations. Got it. So
it exceeded everyone's expectations. It was supposed to be greenlighted for one movie. It was only greenlighted for one movie. The budget was close to crap. Nobody expected it to do that.
Going to the movie with no expectations, and it'll be a 9.
You said what?
He said, "Go to the movie with no expectations."
Movie with no expectations, and it'll be a 9.
Yeah, kind of like Iron Man, right?
Iron Man had expectations.
No, it did not. Nobody knew about Iron Man. The first Iron Man.
A lot of people knew about Iron Man.
I had expectations. I had expectations seeing the first one. I for sure
a lot of people knew about Iron Man.
I would say.
So you're telling me that when Iron Man first came out, it was expected to do what it did?
I was expecting
it was expected.
Well, to Gabe's defense,
was it expected?
I don't think it was expected to do catastrophic.
It's just a simple
like
yes or no. Was
Iron Man expected okay. So look at this. People expected the Hulk to do better than Iron Man, but the Hulk, the first Hulk, we know how that went. Awful. And then they came back up with, whatever the writers was, regardless if it was Sony or Marvel, or they were in cahoots in some way, shape, or form, whoever had the rights to the comic. When they came out with Iron Man, because I'm gonna be honest with you, I knew Iron Man, but I didn't know Iron Man.
Nobody knew Iron Man like that. When Robert Downey touched the character, it then became almost everyone's favorite character. Y'all ain't gonna sit there and play in my face and say everyone expected Iron Man to do the numbers that it did.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this, Gabe, and I'm gonna let you go, Josh. Are you giving Ryan Reynolds the 9, or are you giving the storyline and the writers?
That's a good question. That's a good question.
And Deadpool the 9. Like, who are you giving the 9
to? Who gets the 9?
I'm giving the 9 to the movie.
The whole movie.
Yes, the whole movie.
But you just
trust your judgment. I almost want to say Morbius was a good
I'm also
movie
taking into consideration.
I can't even trust you. I can't trust your analysis. Morbius was a great movie.
Yeah, the whole movie, because it gave me what I expected from Deadpool.
But then you told me about. But you said what you said about Morbius. I expected.
Stop.
Wait,
Morbius was great.
I'm with Drake. I'm with Drake on that one though, because my thing is, you go in expecting. You have a certain set of expectations coming from Morbius, like Dre said. I expected for it to go this way because going in about this character, I know. But what you're saying is, even though they wrote along with what that character said,
listen, can I say this too? Can I say this too? Gave the top of the list. Y'all keep him in prayer. Can I say this too? I think Gabe kind of tainted my perspective of the movie last week. Because I went in with expectations that this movie was going to blow my mind.
So what did you expect from this?
That it was about to be so amazing, because the way you talked about the movie in your little
I'm not the only one who talked about it.
I was just like
the box office. There are billions of other people who agree with me.
I was like, this movie is about to be cold.
There are billions of other people who agree with me. By the way,
but Gabe, do you think
there are billions of other people who agree?
But Gabe,
all the way from Illinois.
They must be out of service.
But Gabe, out of service.
But Gabe, do you think it was a box office hit because it was going off the strength of where the MCU was going, based off of pre-ordained? Hold on, it's the only Marvel movie that's come out this year, right?
Yep.
Right.
So there were expectations to see where the MCU goes from here, and quote unquote fanboys, forums, different articles, different naysayers, different haysayers, different fakes was saying all of this stuff. Easter egg YouTubes, people watching thousands of stuff to see where Marvel goes with Deadpool. So people had expectation going in, like, okay, this is going to tell us where the MCU is going.
You can't 100% base it off of expectation,
right.
because Ant-Man had expectation.
You did.
So can I?
No, you can't base it. You can't say this is only because of the expectation of people who are watching it.
No, I'm saying
Ant-Man had expectation.
I'm saying,
and because it was a horrible movie, it reflected at the box office, and nobody loved it, even though we were in expectation of this movie.
Did your expectation
because people expected it?
Did your expectation get raised because of how bad the previous Marvel movies were? Like, do you know what I mean? Like, the previous couple Marvel movies weren't the best. Ant-Man wasn't the best, but then they come out with Deadpool and Wolverine.
Well, actually, the last two out of three Marvel movies were actually pretty good.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
Ant-Man Quantum.
Last 2 out of 3. The last 3 Marvel movies, we had this movie, Deadpool and Wolverine.
Okay.
Guardians of the Galaxy, and then
we not gonna spill over the Marvels.
Nope.
No, I just said the Marvels.
You said the Marvels was a good movie?
I said 2 out of 3, y'all.
You said 2 out of 3.
But wasn't it?
I said that was the bad movie out of the last 3 movies.
I feel like it was more. It wasn't another movie in there before the Marvels and after Guardians of the Galaxy?
No.
Oh, Madam Web.
That don't count.
It don't. But that's what I was thinking.
That's what he was thinking of. I know. Yeah, that's what you was thinking of. It was Madam Web. It's all right.
Okay, go ahead, Gabe. What was you saying? I didn't finish what I was saying.
Go ahead, Andre. Finish your point.
No, what I was saying when I was referring to the box office, I was saying that the reason the box office is the way it was is because, for one, it's the only movie coming out for the year. Plus, people were preordaining this movie to be the gateway to see what Phase 6 was going to be. Right.
So in a culture where people aren't going to see the movies, box office sales are at an all-time low. Do we think it's a coincidence that it did that great?
No, it was an expectation. People had the expectation that this was going to tell us because of how bad Marvel has been doing.
That's what I was saying.
There was an expectation for Wolverine and Deadpool to bring it back to life. But in a way, it did not answer any questions that fanboys have been asking.
About what?
The past few movies.
Where is it going? Like, where's it going? What does this have to do?
Okay, but we also have to take into account that our big bad went through some legal stuff. So they had to scrap that in the middle of them trying to create a world.
I agree.
At the same time.
I agree, and that's why I feel like the movie suffered so much because they were trying to compensate.
But hold on. Wait a minute.
Because the movie touched on that. And that's one of the things that we like. The movie itself with the fourth walls, it talked about, the MCU was at a low point. The last couple of movies have been horrible. Like it played off of that because it's a Deadpool movie.
Right. But
so you talked a lot about fun. I'm sorry, I'm gonna let Trey go.
It pokes fun at what we're even thinking about currently. So when I look at, we're expecting all this different stuff like it's a Avengers movie. You have to be fair to Deadpool. Because the Deadpool, it doesn't
happen before. Exactly. Get Darrell, get in here.
No, what did he say?
Did nothing for the universe. In fact, it means nothing because it happened before Loki.
No, it did not. Why did not. How did that? Like this is what's frustrating because we can't even keep up with what's going on. It did not happen before Loki.
Why didn't it? In the time frame, why didn't it?
Because Mr. Paradox, if you notice, he said we don't even prune universes anymore. They made that decision to not prune universes after the last Loki season.
Then it makes what?
They did.
Are you Jay? Do you hear me? Am I telling the truth?
They did say they don't prune universes because of what happened.
That's why he was trying to do what he does.
Right. So it does take place after Loki season 2.
It does. It takes place right after Loki season 2.
That's why old girl, the black African American lady, is in charge because Mobius isn't even there anymore.
So
Right.
this is all. This was a trash explanation of what's going to lead up to Secret Wars.
Yeah.
I mean, let's just be honest. However, Gabe, you still not understanding what I'm saying. You're saying people are going to see Deadpool because of how the box office.
No, I'm saying it's not only because of expectations. It's not only because of expectations. I feel like the box office is reflective of how many people are actually enjoying the movie.
No, the box office doesn't reflect that. That's just people wanting to go see the movie.
Tag me in, Coach.
What are the forums saying? What are the reviews?
Tag me in, Coach.
Almost every review. If
no, they're not. Tag me in, Coach.
Go ahead, Brian.
Go
ahead, Brian.
They've been talking a lot about these reviews and these box office people who saying this movie was so great, and I'm having a hard time finding them. I'm reading some of these comments on some of these reputable forums, and these people is calling this movie trash and rotten. So I'm at least saying it had some decent points. Most critics are saying the movie was not great. Where are these, places?
I mean, what critics? I don't. I mean, because the reputable reviews that I see. You're looking at YouTube like the Cosmic Wonders. You're looking at Tyrone Magnus.
No, look at IMDb. They have terrible reviews on there. Also,
okay, I'm talking about the
Rotten Tomatoes,
I see, especially on YouTube. Cosmic Wonder, Tyrone Magnus,
New York Times,
Real Rejects.
There's an article on terrible reviews.
Okay.
Well, I mean, I think though, but the combination of what you're saying though is that Gabe, you're seeing positive reviews. Brian is seeing negative reviews. By average, it's mid.
Yep, 5.
It's mixed. It's mixed.
It's mixed. I mean, that means some people like it. Some people don't.
Gabe, that's why I didn't give it a 0. I'll go with 6.
Yeah.
Gabe, if you're giving it a 9, that's okay. But I just don't think you're giving it a 9 based off of Deadpool. I think you're giving it a 9 based off Ryan Reynolds.
Because Ryan Reynolds was a 9. Hugh Jackman, 9. I mean, they were great.
You were just happy to see him.
They was like, that was phenomenal.
Okay. So other than Brian, you said
everything else around the movie was just like, why?
So Brian, you said you didn't like the storyline, right?
I didn't know what the storyline was. I was lost in the storyline.
Okay, what got you lost between him moving to the MCU, which is also a foreshadow of what happened in real life with Deadpool actually going to the MCU?
He was in his home.
Where did we get lost with that?
He was in his home, got snatched out of his home, ended up in some random void that didn't have.
No, he got snatched out of his home and went to the TVA. And then
went to the TVA, and then he got snatched from the TVA into some random void after he got done dragging Wolverine's bones around. And then what? He's in a void. He comes out of the void. They're trying to save their universe. For what?
I mean, that sounds like a pretty cohesive. Like, I don't get what's confusing out of that.
Okay, never mind then. I can't explain it.
No, I'm confused. I'm confused with Brian.
I think y'all just agreeing to disagree.
You got it, game.
I think it is. I mean, I don't think y'all gonna find
you're not gonna find a complete agreement on the views of everything. You know what I'm saying? I mean, everyone's gonna have their own. What's up?
Did you give your score?
No, I didn't give my score yet.
Yeah, we love to hear that.
I gave it a 7. I gave it a 7.
Oh, okay.
I gave it a 7. Only because
I think he did that to make Gabe feel good.
No. I gave it a 7 only because that even though it's the end of the multiverse saga and they're trying to bring the mutant saga in, but I gave it a 7 overall because of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman. The chemistry was there.
It's also a send off to Fox too.
It's a send off to Fox as well, but I did like
that. That was hilarious. But yes, continue.
So I gave it a 7 overall only because the performances by the actors in the cameos were well. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? But what I'm thinking is what Gabe is trying to say. I think the reason why it's doing so well at the box office is because
Gabe always comes to the defense of Gabe. Go ahead.
No. He's saying this, but I'm saying I think because the reason why it's doing well at the box office is because it's Deadpool and Wolverine. Because the last two movies were already huge with Deadpool and they made box office. People already knew that a Deadpool movie was going to be great because of what Ryan Reynolds did the past two movies. So now he's in the MCU and collaborating with Wolverine, who Hugh Jackman said he was never going to play again. And Ryan Reynolds convinced him to come be Wolverine again. So there's that expectation like, okay, cool. We got the 24-year vet who played Wolverine, who everybody loves. We got Ryan Reynolds, who's been playing Deadpool since X-Men Origins, that we don't even talk about, but then he made the original Deadpool movie in 2018. So everybody already had high expectations because those two actors played those two characters very well.
But Jay, you keep using the word I was trying to convince Gabe of.
What?
Expectation. It was in
like I said, because those people love those two actors as those characters. So of course, as soon as they announced Deadpool and Wolverine, people are like, oh yeah, gotta go see it. They could care less about if the story was connecting to anything. It's because of those two performances.
It was Deadpool and Wolverine.
It was Deadpool and Wolverine.
So can somebody tell me why Ant-Man didn't do good then?
Okay, so I can tell you multiverse. Are you talking about the newest one?
Yeah.
Okay, I can tell you
what was the wait, before you answer that, was the expectations through the roof?
No. My
I
expectations were very
look,
low.
I'm gonna have to disagree with y'all on that.
No, because let me say this.
Go ahead, Josh. You was talking first.
Go ahead, Josh.
Ant-Man 1, I had high expectations. I didn't see it coming. It was actually really good. Ant-Man and the Wasp, I was iffy. Then I came into this based off the iffiness, and I was like, I was still confused, and I kind of wanted more.
So you didn't anticipate it with the big bad Jonathan Majors coming in as Kang. The whole world, to me, anticipated this movie.
I agree with Gabe because he anticipated because he was playing He Who Remains in Loki, so everybody had that high expectation for when he's Kang coming into Ant-Man Quantumania. They was like, oh yeah, we got to go see the big bad now.
So my question is, how come those expectations of that, which was one of the highest pieces of expectations in the MCU, how come that didn't translate?
Okay, I can answer that question. I can answer that question. So, because it's the same parallels of it. Your expectations are behind an actor and a character.
Yes.
Your expectations was Jonathan.
Because people were depending on this movie to tell us where the MCU was going.
I understand that, Gabe, but based off the last few sentences in this conversation, we talked about you just said is going to be Kang in this movie.
Yes,
that's what you just said.
Yeah.
So that was building the expectation of, okay, we just saw Loki. We just saw. Let me finish, sir, please. God bless you.
I mean, you put words in my mouth though. Like
I'm not putting you.
No, because that wasn't the only thing I said.
Okay.
It was a part of the expectations,
okay.
But it was also we were looking at it. Okay, we're going to get some answers on where the whole MCU is going for the macro storyline, not just because Jonathan Majors and not just because of Paul Rudd.
Okay. I hear you. Now, we put a lot of expectations behind the average person. Put expectations behind Kang and Jonathan Majors' character in Ant-Man because holistically, that like my man said, these last two were the first one was here, second one was kind of like and now we're on part 3. How is Ant-Man going to factor into this? Because if you took Kang and He Who Remains out of that movie, Ant-Man would have just been a flop. It would have been bad. But you put him in there, you have expectations is going to be, okay, I got a drive, I got a vision, plus I got Kang. It's going to be amazing. And it didn't work. Now, take that same parallel. You go to Deadpool and Wolverine. Wolverine hasn't been around since X-Men. What was the last one? The last one was Days of Future Past?
Apocalypse.
Logan.
Logan, he died. So he died. That was the end of Hugh Jackman. He's gone. Poof. But now, hey, Hugh Jackman is back. Okay, what's this going to be about? Now, Deadpool's going to be R-rated. Oh, this should be great. You have the expectation of the actors, not the story. And what we've been saying, at least I know I've been saying, the issue was the story, not the actors.
So the only question I have is what is the difference from the whole world having expectations of Ant-Man from everyone having expectations of Deadpool, because the box office is night and day.
Well, Ant-Man.
But you guys are telling me it's only because of expectations.
Ant-Man.
Then I'm rebuttaling that, saying that everyone had expectations of this movie, but it's flopped.
Ant-Man Quantumanium didn't have what Deadpool and Wolverine had. Okay, Ant-Man Quantumanium had only Paul Rudd and the rest of his actors, and that was it. And you had no real major cameos. You couldn't see Blade and Gambit, all the rest of these folks that everybody loved.
Yeah.
Nobody knew Blade. Nobody knew Blade and Elektra was in there, though.
But people are flooding to this movie because of Hugh Jackman and Ryan Reynolds.
And let's be fair. Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman are more popular actors than Paul Rudd.
Absolutely.
And Jonathan Majors.
All day.
In the MCU.
All day.
Wait, at that time, Jonathan Majors.
We're talking about right now.
We're talking about now, right? We're talking right now.
I'm saying this is why people are continuing to go, because when Ant-Man Quantumanium came out, there were terrible reviews on it, and people actually didn't go see it because of those reviews, because they didn't care as much to see Jonathan Majors and Paul Rudd.
Right.
I'm just being honest with you. Do you read the forums? The fanboy forums?
So you saying they didn't care as much to see Jonathan Majors when he was the hottest actor at that time?
No,
niggas just came off.
Let's be honest.
Just came off of Creed 3.
Let's
you saying that he was like?
Let's be honest. Okay, so
he was the hottest actor. This was before the legals.
But understand,
he was the hottest actor.
He was the hottest black actor. Niggas went to go see him. They went to go see him. Yes. However,
Respectfully, he was the hottest black actor, not the hottest actor. Period. At that time.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
He wasn't the hottest actor. I wouldn't say that. I mean, there were other movies.
Didn't Tom Cruise movie come out?
It was a lot he was going at.
No, Maverick.
Oh yeah, Top Gun Maverick came out.
I'm sorry,
bro. A lot of competition.
People go see Tom Cruise before they go see
Jonathan Majors. They will.
However, it's just this movie is different because this might be Hugh Jackman's. This might be the last time we ever see him.
So you said this movie is different because even though Ant-Man had high expectations, the expectations for this movie was higher
because of the characters and the actors. Tied to them. It's more of a
yes,
intimate
and I don't get
why they both had expectations. One flopped, one didn't.
But I'll just say this: I commend Gabe for standing on his square.
Yeah,
I know.
I commend Gabe. I commend Gabe for that, brother.
This is why.
So my thing is, based off of everybody's saying, right? Based off reviews, they're saying the cameos is what really made this movie so popular. People are talking about the cameos.
Same thing with Spider-Man.
More people want to go see it. Because my thing is, think about it. You said Gambit is in the movie. I love Gambit from X-Men. People don't get excited.
Don't get excited. Don't get excited.
No, I'm just saying I'm not. But I'm saying we seen X-Men. We seen X-Men.
It's a 4. So don't get excited.
No, I'm not. I'm going with no expectations. But my thing is, people seen X-Men 95. But I'm just saying other people had certain expectations. They seen X-Men 95. They're seeing all these other characters that people want to see throughout the MCU. And they find out after the movie came out, don't get me wrong, that they're in this movie.
Doctor Strange had cameos too, but
my thing is, but they didn't have this. They didn't have the mutants coming.
They had Professor X.
But hear me out. But when you see this now, based off of what's been going on and what Marvel has recently produced, and then you said, hey, this came out with, let's just say, these 10 characters that you don't normally see. Everybody's going to want to go see it to see what they're talking about, which drives up these box office numbers, which makes the movie look bigger and better than what it was. And then, like Dre said, when you go back, like Brian said, when you go back and you look at the reviews and look at forums, people are saying that it was trash. But from what I'm hearing and from what everybody's saying, the storyline was trash, but the cameos were great.
And nothing else is out.
Right. There's nothing. What are you comparing it to? There is no other Marvel movie coming out. There is nothing else that's going to fight against it.
So let me ask y'all this. Do you think the expectation of Avengers Doomsday is because of Robert Downey or because of the story?
Because they needed to do something. before people started getting in. I mean, there were already rumors about Doctor Doom, right? But people Marvel needed to show face before that ran out. Before that
came out.
Because people are still uneasy about the Jonathan Major situation after everything came out. So people were I was ready to just be done with Marvel. I'm gonna just be honest with you. I didn't care about Phase 6, Phase 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, or 15. I just didn't think that they had nothing else left. So I'm waiting for DC. I'm marinating to hear about the Superman, even though the suit looked whack. Like,
man, don't talk about it.
But RDJ, I mean, let's be honest. He is the face of Marvel. Like, let's be honest.
He's the golden boy.
Yeah. So they had to do something. And then the fact that they dig deeper into the comics and made Dr. Doom a variant of Iron Man. Now they're following or trying to follow to the T, wondering how we're going to make this a fanboy. Because fanboys literally run the gauging of the fan base.
Right.
You see them all over YouTube.
Not only that, Dre, they're also bringing back the Russo brothers who produce some of the best movies of the MCU. So now you brought back 3 of your top people that people love. So now the expectation is, we got to go see what our favorite 2 directors are doing and our favorite MCU Golden Boy actors in. You know what I'm saying? So I'm going to go see because of RDJ playing Doom.
And if I'm not wrong, didn't Robert Downey say he would only come back if they were going to direct the movies?
Yeah. He did.
By the way, the audience score was a 96% on Deadpool and Wolverine, by the way.
You looking at the audience score. The critic scores, the people who matter, it's 78%.
But like I said, Gabe, that also goes with everybody liked the cameo. So the audience is going to say the cameos are great.
Look, the cameos is a part of the movie.
Total movie.
These days, the cameos is a part of the movie.
That's the same thing they did with Spider-Man.
Just like the action sequences, just like the comedy. It's a part of the movie. So I'm not going to say, the cameos made it great, or if it wasn't this. It's a part of the whole movie.
No, because if there's no story to the movie, if there's no story, that movie is bad.
Says it's a wonderful, great movie.
So
I'm glad you were in the audience. I can't wait.
96% of the audience.
I can't wait.
No,
so no one going to mention the Chris Evans cameo as
the Human Torch
as Human Torch.
That was funny.
That was funny.
And how long did that last? That was so irritating.
It didn't make me.
And mind y'all, the other cameo that was in there that they snuck in there was. Now we all know that this is probably Hugh Jackman's last time, right? They snuck in there that who the new
Henry Cavill
is going to be the new Wolverine in the MCU, and they made that joke. But I'm saying that they also made that joke, saying that no, we'll take better care of you than the guys down the street.
Yeah, that's true. That was a good joke.
Yeah, that was a great joke.
I ain't gonna lie, Henry Cavill looked good as
he did as Wolverine. He did. He looked very good as Wolverine. I think he'll do great.
Superman. I don't care what nobody say. He was the best Superman they've had since the 80s.
Well, I think ultimately though, what Deadpool and Wolverine kind of proved that you don't necessarily have to have a good movie to make a lot of money.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
you gotta say
good job, Nora.
I got nothing to say.
How we don't think about it?
The best Superman since the 80s.
Man, did y'all see that other Superman they brought in the early 2000s?
Y'all didn't see Nicolas Cage? He was a great Superman.
Nicolas Cage was the second best Superman. What y'all talking about? Since the
oh my goodness!
No,
God,
okay, your prophecy card.
Now you trolling.
I'm trolling.
There was also a Ghost Rider Easter egg that a lot of people missed in there when they set the van on fire.
So,
and they sped off like you do with the motorcycle.
Oh,
came in, did the time.
So let's answer this. So let's get off Deadpool and Wolverine for a second.
Prophet too.
What's the expectation for Superman next year? Is it because James Gunn's directing it, or is it because
No, it's because it's the first movie DC has come out with the new renovated.
So there should be a lot of expectation for that, right?
Yeah, it's a lot of expectation.
A lot of reflex of the boss.
But it's expectation for Superman and James Gunn.
Right.
I love Superman. I love Superman. He's one of my favorite superheroes growing up. I have
We
high
expect this movie to
expectations
kill, right?
because of the comics that I've read and and things that I've seen are what set my expectation for Superman.
Mm-hmm.
So my thing is, if you're going to portray him, do it correct because I'm gonna go see it. But if
So
it's
do
trash,
we expect this movie to kill?
I expect it to be as best as they can make it to be.
Well, Gabe, it's the first DC movie under James Gunn. So
and what
expectations are high, right? So it's going. So okay. So it should do good,
like,
whether it's
the
movie is good or not.
It depends on it also depends on the storyline they choose.
What is this?
I'm just
the storyline makes a difference.
It should do good at the box office, whether the movie is good or not, because the expectations are through the roof.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
We'll see.
And the other fact, it's not just that. I'm not even about to let Gabe play us like that. It's not just that. It's also what's happening around that movie, whether or not the movie has a good storyline, whether or not they got
story makes a difference.
Cameos in it. All of those things matter to whether or not the movie will be successful or not. Thank you.
So got you. And I'll let Jay end it on this. But what I got out of this conversation is Morbius had the best storyline. It's Batman Dark Knight. That's what I got.
Whoa.
Somehow it did not reflect
Gabe, you was here, bro. You was up here, and you just couldn't help yourself. You was
he
up
could
there.
not. He could not.
You just had to keep going.
I'm sorry, guys.
You just look.
That is wild.
You was high
man. That is wild. But I people are going to see Superman next year because of like Dre said, it's the first DC film that's the reboot of the franchise. Okay, we got a new. Where no go? Anyway, we got a new Superman. So people are going to go see how he compares to Henry Cavill. You know what I'm saying? Now it did throw some people off with that teaser, with that poster teaser, because the suit doesn't look fitted. It definitely looks like he doesn't fit out the suit at all. So people already going in like, oh my God, he don't even. So people are already going to have some type of negative.
You think they're gonna?
It's gonna be just like the Batman.
You think they're gonna change it like Sonic?
Here's the difference. They actually, I don't know, Andre, because they actually listened to the fans after that Sonic. That Sonic.
I agree with Rondell.
Is Brother Rondell on? Hold on,
we can't post this comment because Norm left.
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
he's our moderator.
We are when Norm's on here.
Moderator gone. He said if Wolverine is not fighting, he's a boring character. Thank goodness for Deadpool. I agree.
I agree too. I'm not gonna lie.
I'm not gonna lie. He's right, because if Wolverine don't get angry and don't go fighting,
if he ain't fighting, then he's just
cranky. He's just a cranky old man at the end of the day.
Because if you look at it, it's all in a sense. It's kind of like the Joker. Like the Joker has its own biography. So
welcome back.
When we go see hear me out, Gabe. When we go see the Joker, in a way, in his second movie with Lady Gaga that he's about to have, if we don't see him be the Joker, it's gonna flop.
Yep.
Did y'all like the first Joker?
It was absolutely.
It was pretty good.
Of course, Gabe was gonna give it a 9, but it was cool.
That was a solid 5.
Oh wow!
I don't know about that one, Josh.
I just heard 2 back-to-back heresies. I'm sorry.
I don't know about that one.
No,
Josh.
I mean,
let me ask Norm this.
Yes.
Let me ask Norm this real quick.
Yes.
For one, Rondell said pretty much that Logan isn't a good character unless he's fighting. Okay. Do you agree with that?
Okay, we talking about the movie Logan or the comic book Logan?
No, we're talking about the movie,
character.
Wolverine.
Okay, so the character Wolverine in the movies, if he's not fighting, he's boring.
Yes.
I would agree with that.
Yes.
Great.
Thank you.
And next question.
Wait, hold on, Gabe. What about Wolverine?
It's
outside of fighting, do you think it's sweet? Him loving Jane? I mean,
I think there's a reason why there's only been one Wolverine.
Oh, jeez. Here we go.
Oh, Hugh Jackman.
I think Hugh Jackman
you just
did a great job playing Logan in Logan.
Well, Logan was more
not just him fighting.
We talk about
Wolverine. Logan was more of a biography movie.
And when he was Wolverine in the X-Men, he did a great job as well.
Okay, so
not just that he was fighting.
We're talking about the character. We're not talking about the actor that played. We're talking about just the character of Wolverine, period. If he's not fighting, what outside of him fighting is good?
He proved that his dialogue in this movie was great. He proved that he's a great actor. Period.
I think you're tripping over. Wait.
What else do you want me to?
I think
This is crazy.
you are tripping over your points. Like
What
every
point?
time you make one point, you trip over that, and then you trip over the next.
Wait,
like,
so the point I'm making, he's not just a great character when he's fighting. Are we talking about Hugh Jackman when he's playing Wolverine?
No, we're talking about Wolverine as a character. Period.
Yeah,
In the movies, right?
No,
yeah,
not
in the movies.
Yes, in the movie. The live action version of Wolverine, his character is a traumatic fighting character. That's what it is. If he's not fighting, then there's nothing there.
So in every other scene that he had when he wasn't fighting, all those
Rest in
scenes.
peace, Iron Man.
Okay, so let's go back. Well, no. We're gonna walk through this. We're gonna walk through
Was it trash?
Was
You can go ahead. I just want to know.
Was
In
what
every
trash?
other scene where he wasn't fighting, was those scenes trash?
Okay,
What
okay,
movie-
you're
what movie
saying
Yes,
Wolverine
when he was
trash.
sitting at the bar stool like a drunken stupor. What was interesting about that? When he was
Because Wolverine is a drunk. We know, like he drinks beer.
but what's
Okay, so
interesting
wait.
about-
Let's go back.
I
there.
agree with Rondell. Put Rondell up there, please. Thank
So-
you. Rondell, come on the show, please.
So Wolverine. Okay, wait. In Wolverine's standalone movies, would you say they were good? Outside of Logan, which was good.
Mhm.
The Wolverine,
It's a standalone movie.
no, outside of Logan,
Origin
the
Wolverine?
Wolverine, when it came out, was it a good movie?
No.
When X-Men Origins Wolverine came out, was that a good movie?
X-Men Origins wasn't good. I thought Wolverine was decent.
Okay, so
And I thought Logan
those were his
was great.
standalone movies where he was the main character. And both of those times you would not say are very good movies. Decent at highest. Right?
Yeah, Wolverine was decent. Logan was a masterpiece. That's 2 out of 3.
So if that's the highest he can go, because Logan didn't exist before all these other movies. All these movies came out, and then he had a standalone, and the highest he got was decent.
Why did he get a standalone?
Because the character Hugh Jackman and the actor was very more popular than everybody else in the X-Men.
Everybody else
also supposed to have.
Why was it
also supposed to have the origins of Magneto, but origins was so terrible that Magneto's movie got canceled.
Yeah.
So it wasn't just going to be Wolverine, but if the highest you go is decent, then that ain't good.
No, the highest I went was great because Logan was great.
We're
No,
not
but 2 out of
outside
the
of
3
Logan.
were
No, we excluding Logan. We're not including Logan.
No, we can't exclude Logan. It's a standalone
Okay,
movie.
wait. If we added in 1 out of your 3, which is only 33%.
No, I said 2 out of 3.
What 2?
I said I thought Wolverine was decent, and I thought Logan was.
You're not
weighted scale. That can't even get the full 33%. That got to get a 10%.
My question is, why did he get
43% of your?
Why did he get a standalone movie?
43%.
Because he had good action scenes.
He was the most popular.
Why was he the most popular? Because he had good action scenes. That's it.
Marketing made him the most popular character. He had the
That
most.
is true.
He had
the
most.
most. Wait. He had the most amount of scenes out of all the X-Men movies. When they made the box art, they put him dead front. He was the most popular.
He carried X-Men.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm about to say because if I was to go,
So
if I
he
was to
carried
go
X-Men
to
because he had good fighting scenes. Is what I'm hearing.
yes, because my thing is,
yeah.
I wouldn't
That
want
was
to
it?
see Cyclops origin. I don't want to see Jean Grey
He
origin.
played X-Men prestigiously.
Yes.
So you guys are proving my point.
No, we're
There's
not.
no way.
Your point is
Yeah, my point is there is
Your
no
trip-
way he would get his own movie if the only thing he had was just good fighting scenes.
That's what made the movie. That's what we're saying.
You're
We're saying
That's the
they
movie.
wrote him so well fighting that they decided to market him to be so great,
the
give him
point
his own standalone because everybody else was
The point
either
is-
mid or bad.
The point is, it's time for the benediction videos. Gabe,
I'll make wait. I'll make this point. The reason why Wolverine got his own movies
Because he had good fighting scenes. That's it.
No, it wasn't just because of just the fighting scenes. But think about this: it wasn't just because of the good fighting scenes that Wolverine had. Look at the animated cartoon. Wolverine was the most popular in that animated cartoon. So that's what made it when they made the live action. everyone already is in love with Wolverine, so they marketed that 10 times more. So you brought in a great actor like Hugh Jackman, who upped the ante, making him a great character, and personified him as a great fighter. That's what made him great, and that's why he got his own films. Honestly, are you gonna tell me would you care for a Storm origin? Would you care for a Cyclops origin?
I'm not gonna lie. I was scared. Storm origin. That actually sounds.
Well, at the time, Halle Berry was the other big name actress.
Oh, the Halle Berry version. Nah.
No, not Halle Berry. I'm talking about the new one, the one when she was in Egypt. That's what I would want to see.
Oh yeah.
Who's the new one? I forgot her name. Is that Zoe?
I forgot who the new one is. No, it's not Zoe.
Isn't
if they rebrand X-Men, Cyclops will be the man based off X-Men 97. Thank you, Rondell.
Hopefully he has good fighting scenes.
Yeah. This guy.
Hey, I'm not.
I'm a hater, man.
X-Men 97, he did. Wait, no, you're not wrong. X-Men 97, he did have great fighting scenes.
But look at it.
The storyline was great as well. The storyline they wrote for him followed, right?
That's true.
Because Wolverine took a back seat.
If you go back to Deadpool, which is what this show is about, the storyline from everybody was saying was not that good.
Except for the 98% of audience that said it was great.
If you think about it, you know who is just like
2%.
Hugh Jackman in a way?
Who?
Henry Cavill. Lines up perfectly. If he's going to be the new Wolverine, Henry Cavill plays Superman pretty
right, because he didn't talk either in the Snyderverse.
Nobody was looking for him to be in love with Lois. People just wanted to see him fight. That's why you go see superhero movies. You don't go to see a love story, man. This is the same thing with Morbius. I went to go see Godzilla to be Godzilla. I went to go see Iron Man to be Iron Man, not to fall in love with Pepper. I don't go to see his superhero movies for a love story.
Is he another reason why that franchise was so successful with Robert Downey Jr.? Because he
yes, because he fought with his technology and people wanted to
from the beginning.
Wait, so his wit and his comedic humor.
Great, yeah, humor.
He added it to that, but people mainly went to go see because he was fighting with the armor. That's what he's known for. Exactly. Iron Man fights with his technology. Mm-hmm. That's what he's known for. Mm-hmm. Robert Downey just elevated to a whole nother level because of his quick wits. That's it.
You know, this is making our point. You love Wolverine and Deadpool so much because of Ryan Reynolds and Hugh Jackman.
Yes, that's what you stated.
You an actor groupie. That's okay.
Hey,
not care.
The only groupie in here is you for liking Morbius.
I don't like the accent. I don't care for the accent.
Jay, what was that meme? I'ma stick by him. Yeah. I'ma stick by him.
I will never forgive Robert Downey Jr. for playing blackface.
Yeah, you talking about Tropic Thunder?
That was a good movie. I like that.
But my thing is,
y'all keep saying
that. Didn't Iron Man really help make Robert Downey to how big he is?
Oh yeah, help turn his career around.
Because like all the stuff he played when he was younger was not it.
But
my thing is, you're basing it because you said, did we see it because of Robert Downey Jr.? No, the writing, what they imparted in them, the action that went with it, made Robert Downey Jr. look so much better.
Because they didn't really write on Iron Man 1.
He fought. That's all you need. He built machines. That's what we wanted to see.
Go back to the blackface thing. Go back to the blackface thing. I didn't mind Robert Downey Jr. doing that in that movie because they were poking fun at how wrong it is. Actually,
that's still wrong.
But then bringing awareness to the wrongness by doing it doesn't make you any.
That's like spitting in my face and telling me it. That's like somebody saying your dialect is messed up, but I disagree with how people treat you.
No. Let's use your first scenario. It's like somebody spitting in your face and saying, "Do y'all see how nasty that was? I just want to show you how nasty it is." I came and did it.
Comedians do that all the time.
Those are comedians.
Comedians do that all the time. They present something that is wrong. They put humor on it also highlight how wrong it is.
Okay.
Was Tropic Thunder a comedy?
You know what? I agree with you because we did it with white chicks.
We did.
I agree with you.
I don't know if
we did it with white chicks. Hilarious. White chicks.
We did it with white chicks.
No, nobody talk about
it was racist, but black people can't be racist. That's stupid. But I mean,
who said black people can't be racist?
No, I'm particularly. It's the same.
Okay, because George Jefferson was real racist.
But no, we did it with white chicks, so I suffice.
Anyway, where are the benediction announcements? Because what is going on?
I'm gonna get to. So we're gonna get to the bed. We're happy that everybody joined the Church Nerds on tonight. But I kind of want to look at the last two comments. I want to look at the last two comments. Jade Buford said a lot of superheroes are superheroes because of love, which is true. We understand that. And then Deacon Wall said action comes better with narrative purpose to support it, as well as a written love story can help it mean something. Listen, I don't watch The Incredible Hulk because of the relationship with Betty. I'm sorry. I want to see Hulk smash and destroy stuff. Okay. That's just pure point.
I don't watch King Kong because of the woman.
No, we watch King Kong because we want to see him fight Godzilla.
I watched Dark Knight because of Heath Ledger as Joker.
All right.
Let me be real with that.
There we go.
That's the only.
Here we go with what?
I said no. There we go. I said,
there we go. I thought you said here we go.
I said nobody's going to see the second installment of Joker because of Lady Gaga.
No,
I didn't want to see
Joker Joaquin Phoenix and what he did for the first movie. That's it.
Well, the first Joker was like a 4 out of 10. Josh, that's what you said.
Who? The first Joker? Oh yeah, but I'm saying that's based upon the Joker that was in Dark Knight.
He
exceeded all expectations of what Joker could be, and then you come out with this with Joaquin Phoenix.
He didn't do a good
job.
Like, come on, man. That don't. I don't know. It was just like he's just a crazy man. Like he's legit. I understand that Joker is crazy and how he's portrayed to be. But for me, it was like this isn't. It wasn't like I didn't see where the violence set in for Joker.
Okay, Jade, you got me. All right, sis, you got me there. You got me there, sis.
Oh man, she want to cuddle tonight.
I see. Don't handle that.
Anyway, Norm, what we got for the closing benediction video?
I've been trying to circle through this whole night.
You had ample time.
I know. The left came back and everything.
I mean, we went all over the place. I've been trying to find one that applies to what we were talking
Gabe
about.
does this every time we have a superhero movie conversation.
All the time.
He does this.
I'm sorry, y'all. Next time,
y'all, we don't have no bad nothing. This is what we do. We
you know what?
I love it.
Gabe is always in the middle of these conversations.
We still love Gabe.
We love Gabe. You know what? I think I found one.
On 10 toes.
If we all agreed on everything, it'd be no fun.
But if Brandon wasn't here, it would have been between him and Brandon.
That's true.
It just so happened to be Brian tonight.
Yeah, that's true. Brandon would have said Bible Man was a 10 out of 10.
Hey, bro, chill on Bible Man.
Let me play a fast video. Hold on. Oh, Jesus. Hold on. Oh, my. Let me find me a fast one real quick. Come on.
Wrap it up.
Father. I didn't know she. All right, well, I guess time is up.
I am here. Like, what? You ain't here.
What do you say?
Hey, yes, I do. Andre, better hop off, brother.
Yeah, your time is up, preacher.
Your time up, brother.
Dang, I can't do no post. I can't do no post conversation.
All right, so I think in celebration of this very contentious show, I'm just gonna play a video that just made me smile today when I saw it.
Okay, great.
Here we go.
We want to smile.
100 number is 1-800-923-7111. And remember to mention the cassette number. Today's cassette number is cassette number 138 and the letter C. We urge you to visit our website at www.rdhintonbreakthrough.org. In visiting your website, you can request prayer, to make purchases, and to even email us to let us know what this ministry means to you. We urge you to stay tuned to hear a profound and anointed message to preach by Apostle R.
That just made me smile today.
And
Hey,
folks,
hey, you gotta love them old mother steps, man.
You know,
you gotta love Black church.
you know.
and folks, this is the reason why church goes over.
Well, you know,
and it is why we go an extra 30, 45 minutes. I ain't
That
gonna
is
lie.
true.
Just let her do the announcements. Like, come on.
well, no, but she finished the announcement. She did her duty, and then she cut.
It was the flow. It's the flow of service, man.
Yeah.
It was in the spirit.
It made me smile.
That's good. Hey, listen, man. Hey, Andre not having it, man. He said y'all go way too long.
Right. Andre gonna say y'all. When I tell y'all to stop, y'all gonna stop.
Y'all gonna stop.
No,
Andre gonna be that one to unplug all the instruments.
That's etiquette. If you put a timestamp on something.
Oh, I agree.
Yeah.
Well, what was out of etiquette in that video? I mean, she did her announcements while they kept playing.
I guarantee you they got a time on their door to say when service starts and when it ends. They had it on the flyer.
It's like a restaurant.
I'm sure it went about 3 hours over.
I'm screaming. Hey, Norm, before we end it, put Deacon Wall's comment up. He said we got new birth. We got one baptism today and 3 filled with the Holy Ghost today.
Awesome.
Wonderful.
Awesome.
And Deacon Walls, how long did that take?
And skip Jade's comment. One baptized.
Also,
today.
BTC,
Amen.
we had one that went down in Jesus' name and filled with the Holy Ghost.
Wonderful.
Amen.
Hey,
Deacon Walls and Auntie, how long did that take?
Oh my goodness.
Okay, hey, put up Jade's comment real quick.
Don't. I said don't skip Jade's comment. Next.
Wait, somebody said theirs got baptized in the Father, the Son, and the
What are you reading?
What are you reading?
Oh, sorry. I thought I saw something. Never mind.
Huh?
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, Deacon Wall's comment is perfect. He said, "I'm on God's time."
That's right. Let the Lord move.
That's right.
Well, he
all
doesn't.
right. Let's get out of here.
Dre, don't do it.
Dre about to go.
He about to start a whole other conversation.
I know. Can we end this show tonight?
We gonna edit. Listen, we are the Church Nerds. I'm Jay Baldwin, Norman Heath, Pastor B, Gabe Jordan, Andre Buford, guest.
Oh, Father.
My brother-in-law, Josh Sylvester. We are the Church Nerds. We'll see you next time on another episode. Peace.
Hey, what is going
I keep
on?
hitting the wrong button. Sorry.
Man.
That's somebody with 8 persons in the comments.